Good evening. Thanks for joining us. In what you might describe as typically gracious Canadian fashion, the Vancouver Olympic Organizing Committee is congratulating the teams that sit above Canada right now in the Vancouver medal standings. We have now fallen to 5th place, behind Russia, Norway, Germany, and the #1 team, the United States. Canadian athletes have won 9 medals, 4 of them gold, the first at home. And after spending more than $100 million over the last 5 years on the Own the Podium program, there is a concession tonight that it's not going to happen this time. We won't own it. There is no chance we will catch or beat the U.S., leading with 24 medals. 8 News reporter Eric Thompson joins us now with more on our performance in the Games so far and our investment in the future. Eric.
Hudson, the Games aren't over yet, and more medals are expected for our athletes, but the Canadian Olympic Committee has conceded we won't own the podium at the Vancouver Games.
The goal of the program was designed to make sure that the Canadian team would arrive at the 2010 Games with everything that they needed.
Shortly after the head of the Canadian Olympic Committee acknowledged Canada won't finish first in the medal count, the Vancouver Organizing Committee told reporters the 9 medals won so far by Canadian athletes is a tremendous achievement. Vanoc had a hand in the planning and funding of Own the Podium, a program which has provided Canadian athletes with more than $100 million over the past 5 years.
Every one of those athletes, we hope we had a role in them standing at the start gate or at the beginning of their competition and feeling absolutely confident that they had what they needed.
Speed skater Christine Nesbitt is one of 4 Canadian athletes who have owned the podium at the 2010 Games. More medals are possible, but Vanoc says competing in the Olympics isn't just about winning medals.
We feel that we've achieved our goal of making sure that the Canadian team was ready to stand and give their very best.
Setting such an ambitious goal may seem unrealistic to some, but for others, like rugby player Pat Dunkley, it is an important part of sport to aim high.
We've always got to shoot to win. I mean, you know, if you're not shooting to win, you know, you've got the wrong attitude heading into it.
It's about time we made athletes feel good about themselves. And with owning the podium, they did. And they're going to get better and better every year.
You need to support your athletes in order to be better.
I mean, the economy's struggling. You're burdening it, right?
You don't think it was money well spent?
Heck no.
No, I don't. I think it's put a lot of pressure on the athletes.
It's about doing your best, and that's all it's about. And if your best is better than somebody else, then so be it. But take pride in what you do.
Was it money well spent, do you think?
Yes. Yeah.
While Canadian athletes may not own the podium in Vancouver, the experience they have gained will help prepare them for future competitions, including the 2014 Games in Russia. Hudson, Canada may not be owning the podium at the 2010 Winter Olympics, but it is taking ownership of the Games. A new poll suggests 77% of Canadians believe the Olympics are doing a lot to unite the country. The Canadian Press Harris Decima survey also found 58% believe the Olympics will be remembered as one of Canada's greatest achievements.
I couldn't disagree. You know, the sense that people have, not just in Vancouver, but across the country, there's a real pride, and the viewing audiences that we're seeing for these events show that as well.
Certainly looks great on TV as well.
It does. Eric, thank you.
You're welcome.
Eric Thompson reporting.